Hi, this is Jonathan Rosenhead, Torah and Psychotherapist. So in this week's Torah and Psychology post, we're going to look at the concept of scrupulosity. Scrupulosity is a term given for religious OCD, people who have extreme levels of anxiety in relation to religious practice. And the reason why I've chosen to talk about it this week is because in Parshas Re'eh, we read about the halachas of kashrus, and the psychological research has documented cases of people that have great levels of anxiety in relation to dietary laws. So for example, not being able to have meat and milk in the house at the same time. And in fact, if you look at the Shulchan Aruch and the halachas mentioned there, it gives the impression that religious life in many ways is detail and rule oriented. For example, the way that we speak, washing hands, spiritual purity, prayer. All these areas have got details and rules attached to them which are documented in the halacha. So the question that could be posed is, does religion cause a person to develop scrupulosity? So the researchers found that there is no significant difference between the rates of OCD in religious populations and non-religious populations. The fact is that OCD develops in areas of one's life that a person values and sees as important. So for a religious person, it would make sense that this would manifest as scrupulosity. But that same person, if he wasn't religious, then the OCD would manifest in different areas of their life. It's not the religion that makes a person have OCD. It's just that the OCD attaches itself to areas of one's life that a person sees as important. So what is the treatment for scrupulosity? A person with scrupulosity doesn't want to act the way that they are. They're not doing it out of love and a way to connect to Hashem. They're doing it because it's a compulsion. So the standard treatment response is ERP, exposure and response prevention, which means that a person is gradually exposed to the anxiety stimulus through the guidance of a therapist in a very safe and gradual way until the person habituates and they feel less anxious. And this isn't easy. It's definitely a difficult and can be sometimes a long process. But certainly in scrupulosity, an important caveat is that this should be done in conjunction with rabbinic guidance, that a client should speak to their rabbi about this, because this will strengthen their resolve to follow through with the treatment and to appreciate that their scrupulosity is not religious practice, but religious OCD. Have a great Shabbos and keep well.